Today, we're going to be looking at Hitler carrying on with his journey in the Nazi Party and how he's starting to grow the support for the Nazi Party. Last episode, which was released 2 weeks ago, we looked at how he started to gain that power in the Nazi Party. He quickly climbed the ranks between 1918 and 1921, and today we're going to continue that perspective. We're going to look at how he's done it, how this has affected Germany already, and how it will affect his life coming forward. So without further ado, let's jump straight into it, but be sure to stick to the end to find out our weekly news and also our social medias. So early on in Hitler's control of the Nazi Party, he released the 25-point programme, and it was kind of a list of policies that it was definitely going to introduce when it came into power. So it was social and ethnic cleansing, stronger Germany, self-sufficiency, social Darwinism and Lebensraum. So a stronger Germany, it was a Treaty of Versailles which would be abolished, and all German-speaking people would unite into one country. So the idea of the Führer, that there should be a single leader with complete power rather than a democracy. So anyone who then supported the Nazis would also be supporting this and basically helping Hitler become the Führer and immortal kind of in the politics of Germany, that no one could take him down because he was the single leader. Social Darwinism is the idea that the Aryan race was superior and Jews were subhuman, so that was blonde hair, blue eyes, white skin, pure German. That was the Aryan race. Anyone else who wasn't that, surprisingly, weren't put in concentration camps or anything like that. They were just looked down upon. It was the Aryan families that were rewarded in a way. Autarky, the idea that Germany will be economically self-sufficient. That Germany was in danger from communists, Jews, and all other of the parties, political parties, that they had to be destroyed. And Lebensraum, the needing for living space for the German national to expand. So they really tried to get the appeal of the German people. And in the 1920s, this is why they released the 25-point programme. It was to appeal to lots of different members of the society. So socialists, they were farmers and they would be given land. Pensions should improve. Public industries such as electricity and water should be owned by the state. Nationalists, all German-speaking people, should be united in one country. The Treaty of Versailles should be abolished. There should be special law for foreigners. Racists, Jews should not be German citizens. Immigration should be stopped. Fascists, focused on creating a strong central government. Government control the newspapers. What the Nazi Party were doing, we looked at this briefly last time, but what they were trying to do was cover every single person politically in Germany. They wanted to have policies that would, appeal to those people and every single person, and that's what they were doing. And it kind of showed, because in 1920 they had just under 2,000 people. By 1923, so in 3 years, they had 20,000 members. That is 10 times the amount just covering 3 years. And this can even be shown. Hitler joined the German Workers' Party. That was 1919. He was its 55th member. The end of 1920, it was going up 2,000. During the upheaval of the hyperinflation crisis, his membership grew rapidly, 20,000 by the time of the Munich Putsch in November 1923. So what was the role of and impact of the SA? Well, in 1921, Hitler assembled a large group of unemployed young men. They were known as the Stormtroopers, or the SA, and it was Nazis' private army. They gained the nickname Brown Shirts after their brown-shirted uniforms. Their role was to protect party meetings, march in Nazi rallies, and intimidate political opponents by breaking up their meetings. Most of the SA were former soldiers, most were upset with the way they had been treated after World War I, and they saw the government as the November criminals. After the failure of the Munich Putsch, which we have gone into in one of our GCSE revision sessions, the SA was reorganised. It began to use intimidated voters into voting for the Nazi Party. However, the Nazi Party was not only the organisation to have a paramilitary group. The communists also had similar elements. So, we've had a look at kind of early 1920s and about how he has used the SA. He's used the name and also the 25-point programme to build his power and his reign. So let's look at how that has affected him and how he realised how to do that. So let's start with the name. We had a brief look at it last episode, but he obviously wanted to appeal to the everyone, yeah? So he obviously picked the name, which was changed in 1920, which became the National Socialist German Workers' Party, otherwise known as the Nazis. But he also then brought in the 25-point programme, which had 25 points, which were all gonna happen. It was promised that they were gonna be the poignant points and things that were gonna happen when Hitler came into power. And we've had a look at them. The Führer. Now this was, in my eyes, the most important one, because what people were kind of hidden voting for was for him to be the solo leader of Germany and have complete control. I call it a hidden vote because, well, it's in between 25 points. You'll have lots of them which, didn't really, they were copies of other ones or they were slightly changed, but Führer, it was its own, but it was put in with all of those other ones to kind of hide it. So if you didn't notice it, you wouldn't change your mind about it. And that was a really poignant thing. And he knew that if people saw that he would have the single leader, sole leader, complete power, just the word complete power, in nowadays is really quite, you look down on that and go, actually, I don't think you should have that, because we've had a look in the past and noticed what goes wrong if someone has complete power. Social Darwinism, the Aryan race, he already, before he, early 1920s, he already wanted just the Aryan race. He already doesn't like the Jews. We've got that from the appeal to the racist. Jews should not be German citizens. We're already starting to see that hint, and we've also got that Germany was in danger from communists and Jews who had to be destroyed. Already in this 25-point programme, we're seeing the racist and anti-Semitic views from Hitler. But he's getting to the people of Germany. He's getting to the racists, which he wants. He needs the racists on his side. He's getting to the socialists with, pensions should be improved. Giving them the idea that they will get more money will, of course, bring them on board. Everyone's in it. Everyone will have some sort of need for money. Wherever they are, whoever they are. The nationalists, the Treaty of Versailles was damaging Germany. You had a hyperinflation after that. That was really damaging to the economy. Nationalists and pretty much everyone would want the Treaty of Versailles to be abolished. And the nationalists and racists can be seen as kind of one. There should be a special law for foreigners. So he's promised that there will be a special law for foreigners, for the nationalists, but for the racists, he's gone, immigration should be stopped. So we're seeing that two sides. You've got special law for foreigners and immigration should be stopped, but they've been split differently for different people. And the fascists, government control, central government, is all that everything should be on the government. And we've already seen that with the Führer. So he's splitting that control, and he probably did have help from other people to build that, but he knew how to split this 25-point program to cover everyone in Germany and to manipulate their views to get what he wants. That is what Hitler has done. He's manipulated the people's views. And if you look at the SA, the stormtroopers, they already gained a nickname, the brown shirts, from their uniforms. They were there to protect the party meetings. They were there to intimidate political opponents. That was one major reason for the SA. They were there to intimidate and to ruin other political parties' meetings. They went in to other opponents and broke up their meetings. They were intimidating voters, and they were basically forcing people to vote for the Nazi party. So we see Hitler is spreading his power. Even though he doesn't have much power, he's manipulating that power to build up against, other political parties, but also the German people. He's building up a manipulative view for the voters to vote for the Nazi party. We can have a look at the fire. I've forgotten the name of it. And that was really poignant because Hitler straight away blamed it on the communists. And because of that power that he gained, the communists were shut down immediately. And the power that you have, you can manipulate that power, and that's what Hitler did really well. He manipulated the power into the public eye to make him look like the good guy, and all these other political parties, the bad guys, and he slowly took the other political parties out of the, system. They were slowly decreasing because Hitler was the parties were decreasing, Hitler's power was increasing. And as we get into the later 1920s, early 1930s, we start to see that power shoot up because of his manipulation and how he has manipulated him and the rest of the country. That is all we've got time for this week. We'll be back in 2 weeks with a new episode. We are coming up to September, so we are going to try and do episodes every week. I can't make any promises, but we are looking at it. We want to continue with these in-depth studies. We've got an interview coming up. We have said we will release information. We're still pointing down and we're waiting to get everything sorted for us to release the information, build up that excitement. Our website has been out for quite a while now. It's coming up. We are going to be starting to send out orders as soon as it becomes the 1st of September. There is a code right now out. It's back for school. It's capital BACK, the number 4 SCHL. You can get it for anything. It's free delivery on all orders over £10. So all that is kind of a notebook and a pen, and you've got free delivery on that. Hit it out now. There's also a buy one get one free offer for pens. Go check it out. We'll be posting about that soon as well. We've got lots of special deals. We've got literally everything. And new to our website, we've now got gift cards. If you want a perfect birthday present for someone or a huge supporter of a fan, send them a gift card. Thank you very much for listening. Our social media links, our Instagram, our Threads account and our TikTok is history_rewatched. Our Facebook group is History Rewatched. Our email is historyrewatched.thepodcast@outlook.com, and our website is www.historyrewatched.com. Thank you very much for listening, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.